this is something I've been thinking about. If you're someone who is struggling with the belly fat and you are fasting, but you can't figure out why it's just doesn't seem to work anymore, well, I got news. It's not your willpower, it's your strategy. In this quick video, I'll show you how we can fix the issues and the mistakes that we may have been making when it comes to fasting. And I put we in it because I was doing the same thing. I was making mistakes throughout the years that I have been fasting, which is at least over 7 or 8 years. And the one thing that helped me shrink my waistline, if you are not aware, in menopause, there is a real reason why it is so difficult for us to flatten our tummy. Hormonal shifts, low estrogen plus insulin resistance equals fat storage. Increased cortisol from over-exercising. Are you one of those? Because that was one of the things I was doing. I was over-exercising. Under-eating. Yes, I am one of those people that I was under-eating by eating too much of OMAD every day. And stress. Those are the 3 things right there in a nutshell. Stress is what increases the cortisol levels. And then also your insulin resistance, right? The hormone base there. But with all that stress you're carrying, you've got to make a change. Whether that's something else in your life. It's not just about stressing about the weight gain, stressing about the belly fat. It's about, are you stressing in your work life? You know, are you stressing in caregiving for a loved one like I am for a parent? Are you stressing about your relationships with your husband or with your boyfriend or with friends in general? So many different factors about stress is going to affect the gut. And gut health is where we carry our emotions. If you are fluctuating on a roller coaster ride with constantly being under duress, if you will, or under a certain amount of pressure, the insulin resistance is very high and it gets very dangerous. Fasting helps, but not if you're doing these common mistakes that we just speaking about now. So what breaks a fast, and what is the common mistake here? What breaks a fast for belly fat and on purpose almost when we do it, and we do it even subconsciously? 1, creamers. Even the ones that say they're keto ones. Creamers have a lot of hidden sugars, chemicals in it, and it certainly is going to break a fast. So if you're putting that in your coffee or your teas, yeah. And also if you're drinking flavored waters, that's the other thing. It could say 0 calories, but there's other things that are in those ingredients that are actually breaking your fast. And maybe you're just drinking it in between meals, but the thing is, you're constantly causing your body to want to digest something or trying to burn the actual sugar that you're already been putting in your body all day. You never give yourself a break. So that is a huge mistake, and it does break a fast. Artificial sweeteners also, if you put those in your coffee, your tea, anything like that, they spike insulin. And you think it may be harmless because it's just maybe just a little bit of this for the day, or just chewing some sugar-free gum. That's another problem. That can also break your fast. So don't do it. Just don't do it. And you'll see the difference. Just a taste. You know how we say, you know, I just want to taste. I'm just going to taste this. It's not going to affect anything. It breaks the fast. I know when I'm making breakfast for my mom and she may not eat half her meal or something or a little bit, and then I happen to see a little piece of grapes or strawberries or even a little piece of a waffle. Yeah, and I've done that numerous times. And then I wonder why nothing's happening the next day, and because I was good with every other meal. But then I totally forget that I was tasting while I was making someone else's meal. You see what I'm saying? It all breaks the fast. It all adds up real quickly. So what is safe here? Black coffee, herbal tea, no sweeteners, water, regular water. Sparkling water is fine too because you're getting electrolytes, and unflavored electrolytes are okay. Type of powders and things that you can put in your drink, but it needs to be unflavored. Potassium, magnesium, and Himalayan salt. do that on your own. You can do that at home. You can get that easily. Magnesium. Also, you can get that on Amazon as well. So these are the things if you're looking for those electrolytes and so minerals while you're doing an extended fast, then yes, go ahead and get your own products that you may already have in your kitchen, and you don't need to buy extra items that you may not know the secret ingredients that they have in there that are pretty sneaky, and it ruins your whole fast and what you've been working so hard to do. So this is what I do now. I keep it clean until noon if that's the set time that I have for breaking my fast. And then I eat 2 hormone smart meals. That's when the belly started shrinking. Remember, you're feeding your hormones when you are in a window that it's okay to eat, and eat the right foods, cook at home, and then also in whole foods, right? And no snacking. Just remember, if I'm eating a meal, that is my snack and my meal all in one. That's it. That keeps it simple. Then I added 1 24-hour fast per week. And I usually do that on Sunday evening and go through to Monday evening. That's usually the time that seems to work out for me because I'm pretty busy. I'm doing a lot of office work on Monday. In the evening, it just seems so natural. You know, you cut off your dinner, say 7 p.m., and then I just don't eat until the next day at 7 p.m. And I take my electrolytes. I put Himalayan salt in my water. I drink that all day. I also do drink apple cider vinegar. That's another great way. And technically, it doesn't break the fast, but there's an argument there that it does. Everyone is different with apple cider vinegar. I think that's a very safe way of getting the energy and getting some minerals and to keep you from the hunger pains and, you know, really going crazy. If you're a seasoned veteran faster, this is probably very simple for you and you probably don't need it. If you're looking to have extra minerals without taking supplements, apple cider vinegar, try it with the mother. The other thing is focusing on the protein, fiber, and fats, right? We all know this, and this is what's talked about on this channel. Having that combination in your eating window and just really looking at protein as the highlight of your plate, you can't go wrong. Once again, stop grazing. I saw you. Stop grazing and start walking. So if you feel like you are, you need another piece of something, you need another meal, you need another snack in between meals, then why don't you just take a 10-minute walk? Because cravings usually pass within 10 to 20 minutes. And you have those hunger pings in your stomach. That's actually a good thing. So embrace it. I wouldn't be afraid of feeling hungry. It just means that my own body is eating my own fat. That's how I take that, because I'm giving the body time to repair itself and to go into autophagy, which is a form of repairing your cells within the cells, right? Give your body time. Respect your body and give it the time that it needs to get away from inflammatory types of diseases, autoimmune type of disorders that happen when you have high inflammatory factors going on in your body. That will shorten your lifespan, and we want to live for a long time and live healthy. The other thing is to sleep, and that's what I had to do, is to make sure I would get 7 hours of sleep. I can see the difference. Now, I can't always do it because I'm a caregiver, so at nighttime I sometimes get interrupted, or I need to stay up later to actually help my mom. And so, yeah, it does shorten my sleep time, but I always gear towards 7 hours of sleep, because that's where you start losing that belly fat, and it will come off, and lowering those cortisol levels because you're getting quality sleep. So sleep on purpose, 7+ hours if you can. So if you want the full plan that I use, including the exact fasting schedules that I was on when I was really losing that extra 10, 15, 20 pounds, then please do download my fasting lifestyle weight loss guide for the mature woman. It's simple, flexible, and it works in real life and in real time. I know you're busy and you don't have time for a lot of things, but you have to make time to take care of you and to have the longevity that you so deserve in your life. Fasting isn't about punishment, it's about gaining freedom, especially in this stage in our life. Tell me what's your biggest challenge when you are fasting. I love to know. Always remember, you can begin again, and don't let anybody tell you different. We'll see you on the next video. Cheers.